The Orks have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The Orks still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
Absolutely not. Hello everybody, Studio213 here, Boss Caulfield for MIA Productions, aka MIA, and welcome to Mission 5 of Dawn of War. So, we have pushed back the Orks, but now we have evidence that chaos are here on the planet of Tartarus. Why are the chaos here? And from the meta point that we have seeing these clips, why are chaos helping the Orks? Well, let's dive in and find out what's going on. A new lead.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the Orks than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos.
Now that's deductive reasoning, and that is false. One cannot assume that just
We will
because
follow
it
this
wasn't
path
orcs.
and discover the truth behind what has transpired here.
I need to refill this in a second. Okay. So, we have a nice little base here, but we have next to no...
The sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Before we do anything else, we need strategic points. So,
What would you have me do?
I think we can risk
I stand ready.
the base.
Objective acquired.
We'll try going for the strategic point here. Because I can't really start building stuff unless we have strategic points. So that's my major concern. So let's grab this. We'll get our servitor to build a listening post in it, and then we'll go for the one down south, and then we can really start. So what I'm going to do with these servitors...
Here to serve.
Clear my throat. For the time being, let's build some...
Initializing
Power
build
generators.
protocol. Here to serve. With all due haste.
Because I think we can get away with not having to defend our base straight away. I think if we
Position secure.
take some time.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Strategic point identified.
So like run and grab them, basically, while we have the chance.
Yes, most
you
beneficent one.
Build a listening post.
With all due
There.
haste. Yes, most beneficent one.
And you build...
Initializing build
generator.
protocol.
Orcs! Attack!
Yes, my lord.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Wait. They weren't attacking. They
There
were
is no
fleeing.
such thing as
What
an
could
inspire fear in an orc.
of guilt?
So that's an interesting point. They were fleeing, they say. Right. So you've built that. So
Yes,
you build another
most
power
beneficent
generator.
one. Build routine 721
Remember, we could
initiated.
only build...
Area secured.
We could only build 6 power generators per string.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Can this be upgraded? Yes, it can. Home key. There we go.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
So, the plan is here to just build, because we only need to build one more, then we've reached our max. So we might as well build them straight off the bat while we're not really doing anything which is high energy consumption.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
These guys, I think...
I
bring them back
serve
up here
mankind.
just to be safe.
Scouts awaiting orders.
We could increase these guys. These guys could, like,
Gathering intelligence.
kick about here.
I await your instructions.
And he could build a turret.
Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord.
Right, build the last
With all due haste.
energy thing.
The Emperor protects.
Hope is the first step on the
I
road to
am
disappointment.
prepared.
I will see that it happens.
Here to serve.
I need these guys
At
to
your
move out
command.
the way.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Scouts here.
Stand there. Don't really worry about defending that one too much. Right.
I
So
await
now
your
we need to
instructions.
build this here.
With all due haste.
And actually, yes, it would be quicker to have two servitors working on that at the same time. However, I'm trying to think of defending this area first. If we can have
Yes,
a base line
most
of
beneficent
operations,
one.
so a base line of defense here, it's going to help majorly. I'm going to build one more turret here, and then I'm going to have this servitor come back up to the base, and that way we should be okay. Right.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
I'm sure they will. But for now, let's get these trade up construction complete. Awesome. So that is done.
Yes, Lord.
So we'll have our servitor move back up
Yes,
here.
Lord.
There we go. So we are going to have to start building a force and going towards the next strategic point. I think we got lucky with these two, and I think what we're going to need to do is start building up a bit of a force so we can move on to the next strategic point. So what I'm intending to do here is I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade this.
Scouts here.
Praise the Emperor.
Let's do that. Right. So we have
Hope is the first
a
step
librarian.
on the
I
road
am
to
ready to
disappointment.
pass judgment.
So I want at least 3 more squads, really. So let's speed up the process here. Speed up the video whilst I build the units that we need here. So cue speed up and the music. Okay, so we are
Something is not
sending
right here.
These
These orc bodies do not look like they were dispatched by Imperial hands.
I sense danger.
We must proceed
We will
with
root it
caution.
out.
So I'm
I
sending my
sense
cloak
danger.
scouts
We
ahead
will root it out.
to see
I sense danger.
what we've
We
got
will root
coming
it out.
ahead.
Eldar.
Perhaps we were mistaken about the presence of the forces of chaos.
Be it Eldar or Chaos, I will have answers
The Emperor
either way.
protects.
Press on. By my command. Attack!
Scouts ready. We
So,
will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
here they come.
The enemy is attacking!
Praise the Emperor. What would you have me do? Confirmed. Follow me into battle. Space Marines, advance!
So, we are dealing with the Eldar. See?
My aim shall not falter.
Under fire!
Space Marines, advance! Agreed.
So, we
Here
have
to serve.
some potential issues here. So where can we build a machine cult? Because we haven't got a lot of room for it, which is going to be a big problem. We might have to sacrifice something. This is a problem. This is a big problem because I can't build a machine cult.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve.
Taking heavy fire!
What would you have me do?
Objective logged.
Shite.
What would you have me do?
So they're claiming that.
Yes, most beneficent one. I will do as you ask. Here to serve.
See, again, our problem is that we don't really have room for a machine cult, which is what we need. So maybe if I sacrifice a couple of these.
Here to serve. Yes, most beneficent one.
You're shitting me, right?
I shall obey.
What could possibly be the problem?
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. For the Emperor.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated. Here to serve.
There's plenty of room here.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
Oh god, this is so frustrating. Why can't I build my machine cult?
Beware the alien. The mutant, the heretic.
Where was... Oh yeah, he went down here to build that. I don't get it. Why can't I build a machine cult there? It's like, it's even land and everything.
Yes, most beneficent one.
There's a long shot, but...
I will do as you ask. I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
I just don't understand why it won't let me build a machine cult here. That doesn't really make much sense to me.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol. Yes, most beneficent one.
Why can't I build a machine cult? What is the problem? I do not understand why you will not allow me to build a machine cult.
I await your instructions.
Alright. I'm going to speed this up whilst I try to figure this shit out. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm sending my cloak scouts ahead to this strategic point to see what we're up against. So let's follow them on their route.
Attack!
So, we're now sending our Space Marines in to attack that.
At your command.
And when they're just getting close, I'm going to deactivate the infiltration cloak. And hopefully we can surprise them. So. We can see our forces approaching.
Dark Reapers, fall back. We need Rhino transport tanks. They will allow us to get through unscathed and attack the Dark Reapers on those cliffs above. I know transports are now available. Build them at the machine cult.
Well, that's happening.
Praise the Emperor.
What are your needs? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Apothecary here. How can I serve?
I have awoken.
See, we didn't really lose anybody, so it's not that big a fucking deal, is it?
I am the instrument of his will. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Take me into battle. I am the instrument of his will. I have awoken. I will purge the unclean. Command me. I will purge the unclean.
Apothecary here.
Excellent. So,
Yes, most
give me a
beneficent one.
servitor.
Build routine
See if
721
he can be fast enough
initiated.
to avoid the Dark Rippers. I'll be surprised if he is. But if he isn't, he'll free up a slot for another Space Marine squad.
I have awoken.
Ah, excellent.
I am the instrument of his will. Command me by his word. Even in death I still serve. At last, back to war. To me, my brothers, I have awoken. It is
Okay,
better
now
to
can you
die
get
for the
through?
Emperor than live for yourself.
Taking
To me,
hits.
my brothers.
Fuck, he made it. Ah, but now we have a problem. These dreadnoughts can't seem to get through, so... destroy them.
I am the instrument of his will. By his word. Moving out.
Right, now I have another servitor. I think he was here repairing stuff.
Yes, Lord.
So now, I'm gonna have him...
I will do
I
as you
am
ask.
ready to serve. Again.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Scouts awaiting orders.
How can I serve?
None can
Taking
stand
damage.
before the Inquisition.
this is going splendidly.
I am ready to serve again. Faith is eternal.
Well, that dealt with that problem, didn't it?
How can I serve?
Scouts here.
Right, so scouts I'm going to send to the next
I sense danger. We will
strategic
root it
point.
out.
Going to map that out.
Command me.
I will.
Command me.
Again, I will.
Faith is eternal.
Alright, everybody.
Identifying targets.
Scouts awaiting orders. On patrol.
Scouts, get
On
to
patrol.
the other side of the web gate.
Getting into
Enemy
position.
is attacking!
Now!
Fall back and regroup!
I am ready to serve again.
Marine squad deployed.
At last, back to war.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
I am ready to serve again.
I follow your commands. Yes, my lord. Cleanse, purge, kill! Heresy grows from idleness. Heresy grows from idleness.
At last, back to war.
I await your instructions. I will do as you ask.
Meanwhile, this
Yes,
Senator
Lord?
can build another plasma generator just to keep him busy.
Initializing build protocol.
So what we don't have now is we don't have our scout unit, so we can't go in cloaked anymore. Which kind of
Lord?
sucks, but ultimately at
Area
this,
secured.
we should be able to just start marching in.
With all due haste.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these
It
boys.
is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
And we have another Space Marine unit approaching from down here, so we'll select them as well.
Faith is eternal.
And we're going to have them march towards
I follow your commands.
the next place. So this time we are going in heavy.
Taking hits.
You guys have got this. Keep the faith.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
At last, back to war.
Death or healing, I care not which you seek.
Command me.
Excellent.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. They are finished. enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
Right.
No servant of
That's
the
them
Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
Make sure everyone's alright.
No servant of the Emperor
I
shall
am
fall
ready
if
to
I can help
serve.
it.
Again. Faith is eternal. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
I await your instructions.
Okay. Build a turret.
Initializing build protocol.
At last, back to war. I am ready to serve. Again. I will purge the unclean. Even in death I still serve.
Captured.
Even in death I still serve. I will crush those who stand before me.
How can I serve? The battlefield awaits. How can I serve? The battlefield awaits. I follow your commands.
Even in death I still serve. I will purge the unclean.
Yes, Lord.
Build another turret here.
Initializing build protocol.
Right, okay. So, we do need to go towards the next strategic point as well, but it's going to take a while for our guys to get there.
I await your instructions.
Just for security, I'm going to have...
With all due haste. Yes, Lord.
You can come build a listing post here.
With all due haste.
Even in death I still serve. Command me. Faith is eternal.
Right. Okay. We march
Take and hold.
to the next strategic point. Our servitor just waiting to get by. So it looks like we're going up this way.
Under fire!
At least we know that the Orks and Eldar are not in league together.
When one enemy attacks another, it does not mean they aren't in league. Just that they are living up to their lack of honor.
And those who lack honor deserve
Initiating
death.
attack protocol 23.
So we actually found some orcs still alive. Well, we'll blow that
Initiating
Kingdom
attack
Come 2.
protocol 23. Engaging the enemy. Stay vigilant, brothers. Maintain attack formation.
Let's go, let's
None
go.
shall stop us. Weapons at ready. It is time. Onward to glory! We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Taking damage. Orders received. Claim it in the name of the Emperor. Cleanse, purge, kill.
Gonna blow this fucker up.
None shall stop us.
Oop.
Orders received.
At last, back to war.
We'll clear this strategic point as well.
I am ready to serve. Again.
For the glory of the Imperium. Objective acquired.
Perfect. And we'll clear the strategic point for shits and giggles. And then we'll claim this other strategic point, which I know that'll be full of more orcs. Because I doubt the Eldar will be here.
Area secured.
Perfect. So let's head towards the next one.
Objective acquired. Taking heavy fire. Cleanse, purge,
We destroyed
kill.
the base. Awesome. So now we have to get to this ping point up top. Do any of my men need recuperating? No. Lovely and jubbly. Let us march to the north end. For the sake of ease, let's just cut to the point
Under
where
fire.
we do that.
Establishing a secondary base near this location will give us a forward position with which to engage the enemy.
Moving out. Onward to glory! Stay vigilant, brothers. Weapons at ready. It is time. For the glory of the Imperium. The enemy is attacking. Engaging the enemy. For the glory of the Imperium.
Come on. Let's got this.
Engaging the enemy.
Withdraw.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Come on.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
Y'all are stronger than this.
Even in death I still serve. Even in death I still serve.
Orders received.
Even in death I still serve. Faith is eternal. Faith is eternal.
Well then. Would you look at this? What exactly are we dealing with?
So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what Chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, Brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own vehicles? Harboring artifacts despite your good captain's instructions?
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
Oh, but I do.
Quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow, to prove your strength and worth. Well, then come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.
So there we go. Confirmed that the Chaos are in fact here. We knew that, but these Space Marines did not. But now they know what we know. But Brother Isidore, is he falling under the spell of Chaos? Or will he remain true to his word and use whatever information he can find to destroy Chaos? And what is Inquisitor Toth doing here? I mean, he didn't sense Chaos, so why would Inquisitor be on the planet Tartarus? Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Let's see if we can find out in Mission 6 of Dawn of War. I am CJ313, aka Boss Caulfield, for Men in Armchairs, aka MIA, and we'll see you with episode, well, mission number 6. Until next time.